Go?
Yes, go.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are diving deep into a very crucial topic for all UPSC aspirants, which is understanding the UPSC exam pattern and syllabus. Knowing the intricacies of the exam pattern and syllabus isn't just a step, but a giant leap towards your success in one of the most prestigious exam in India. Let's get started, but before that, I would like to remind you that Super Coaching UPSC is bringing Budget 2024 special session on 1st February 2024 at 7 p.m. The participants would be yours truly, that is myself, and Ravi Kapoor, my colleague from IRS, and Nanki, your instructor of economics. And the theme of the discussion will be the relevant topics from the budget which are important from the prelims and mains civil services exam. So having said that, let's dive into the subject of today. Friends, UPSC civil services syllabus is meticulously designed to ensure that the candidates selected through this examination are well prepared for the diverse and challenging roles they will assume as civil servants. So, the relevance of UPSC syllabus in the future role of the civil servants must be understood very clearly. You guys must be wondering why UPSC has gone for this kind of a formidable syllabus, which requires a considerable time and fair amount of in-depth studies to be able to succeed at this examination. All right. So let's have a look at what is the relevance of UPSC civil services syllabus in future role of civil servants recruited through this examination. Friends, the first part is building a very strong foundation of knowledge. It goes without saying that building a strong foundation of knowledge is very essential for any civil servant. The syllabus covers a wide range of subjects, including history, geography, polity, economy, environment, science and technology, and more. This comprehensive coverage ensures that the candidates have a broad understanding of the nation and the world, which is crucial for the informed decision making in the governance. Friends, the second aspect which is considered behind formulation of this syllabus is developing the analytical and critical thinking in the candidates. The nature of the exam, especially in the main exam, requires candidates to not just know the facts but also analyze the information, understand complex issues, and form balanced opinions. This hones their analytical and critical thinking skills, which are essential for policy formulation and implementation of the policies in future. The next important aspect is understanding the socio-economic issues. Friends, when you succeed at the exam and you assume your role of the civil servant, whichever service you land up in, the syllabus includes topics related to the social justice, poverty, development, demographics, and more. Understanding these issues is crucial for civil servants as they often work on formulating and implementing policies aimed at social welfare and economic development. Similarly, UPSC also aims to instill the administrative traits in the future candidates. Of course, once you get selected and join the academies, the emphasis on this particular aspect is laid in detail. The syllabus and the pattern of examination are designed in a way that tests the candidate's administrative traits like decision making, problem solving, and leadership qualities. This is especially evident in the interview stage, where a candidate's personality, ethics, and attitude are assessed. I hope you are with me so far. Next, interesting aspect is fostering a service-oriented mindset. Friends, the inclusion of ethics, integrity, and aptitude in the syllabus underlines the importance of moral values, honesty, and the service-oriented approach, which are quintessential qualities expected in a competent civil servant. The syllabus also lays emphasis on adaptability and lifelong learning aspects. The dynamic nature of UPSC syllabus and the need to stay updated with the current affairs instill a habit of continuous learning and adaptability among the candidates. These qualities are essential for a civil servant to stay relevant and effective in their service amidst changing social, political landscapes. So friends, in essence, if we have to say it in few words, the UPSC syllabus is not just about selecting candidates. It's about preparing future civil servants to handle the complexities of administration and governance with knowledge, competency, and a commitment to the service of the nation. Okay? If you have any doubts, so far you can leave a comment in the comment box and we will try to answer that. Maybe at the end of the session, because it's a slightly long session and a very important one. So let's finish with the session first and then we will take your questions. Friends, I intend to cover this session in about 3 or 4 segments. The first segment is, let me give you an overview of the UPSC examination. I'm sure most of you will already be aware of it because you are aspirants and you would have gone through the syllabus thoroughly and you would be familiar. But for the benefit of those who are still in the process of getting exposed to the UPSC examination, I would reiterate. The UPSC Civil Services Examination is your gateway to becoming the part of the esteemed Indian civil services like IAS, IPS, and Indian Foreign Service. The journey to these esteemed positions is a 3-tiered process comprising of preliminary examination, mains examination, and interview. Friends, each stage is a different kind of a battleground, if I may use the military terminology, and requiring the unique preparation strategies. In our subsequent sessions, we will be talking about the preparation strategies for each stage. So that is that. The second segment, I would like to cover the detailed examination pattern which is the first stage, as I already mentioned to you, is a preliminary examination. The preliminary examination acts as a screening test, friends, and consists of two papers: General Studies, that is GS, and Civil Services Aptitude Test, which is called CSET. Friends, both papers are multiple choice question based. The GS paper is of 200 marks, paper focusing on the current events, history, geography, and more. While the CSET is also of the 200 marks, aim to test your analytical skills, including comprehension, logical reasoning, and numerical ability. Friends, remember, while CSET is qualifying in the nature, but its score isn't counted in the merit list. I would like to remind you here that preliminary examination also has negative marking, and which is very crucial factor to answer your questions wisely. Okay. After the prelims, let's talk about the main examination, and it goes without saying, and we can't gainsay the fact that main examination is the game changer. It consists of 9 papers actually, which are descriptive in nature. Now, these papers demand not just the knowledge, but also your ability to express coherently and cogently. The 2 papers are of the language papers. Now, these papers are qualifying in nature, and the rest of the papers, including 4 general studies papers and 1 essay and 2 optional papers, are scored. Now you have, this was the original pattern. Now you have only 1 optional paper. So this stage tests your depth of understanding, analytical skills, and expression, making answer writing practice very essential. We will be taking sessions on answer writing skills in due course of time as we progress. Friends, the last and the final stage is interview. The interview or the personality test is where your personality, your presence of mind, and your true self comes out to the forefront. It's not just what you say, but how you say it is, that is what matters. The panel assesses not just your knowledge, but also your traits like honesty, integrity, and leadership qualities. It's about being yourself and the most informed, in the most informed and an articulate way. Now, that is what the UPSC panel is testing you for. Having covered the broad pattern, now let's deep dive into the syllabus itself. Friends, let's talk about the prelims syllabus first. As far as the general studies is concerned, it covers the spectrum from history, including Indian and foreign freedom struggle, to geography, polity, economy, environment, and general studies. That is briefly speaking. As far as CSET is concerned, it includes comprehension, interpersonal skills, logical reasoning, decision making, problem solving, basic numeracy, and few more things. Now, main syllabus, the general studies cover the Indian heritage and culture, history and geography of the world and society. Now that is paper number 1. Then governance, constitution, polity, social justice, international relations is paper number 2. Technology, economic development, biodiversity, environment, security, disaster management is paper number 3. And finally, ethics, integrity, and aptitude paper is your paper number 4. Now, these 4 papers are your general studies compulsory papers. The next paper is essay, and the essay paper is about articulating thoughts in a coherent manner and also critically evaluating certain issues. Very often, some abstract statement is given, and you are required to write an essay on that. For instance, last year, amongst many topics, one of the topic was those who wander are not necessarily lost, and similar kind of subjects. Now you see UPSC keep experimenting with different kind of formats. Last couple of years they have been giving the topics which are statement based and theme based, and you are required to express your own thoughts. They are also testing you whether you have understood the issue and how logically and how articulate you are in expressing your thoughts. So this is the essay. Now, optional papers are your choice. You must select the optional paper. I will conduct a separate session on selection of optional papers, and it will be a detailed one. But very broadly speaking, at this stage, I would like to advise you, please select your optional paper on the basis of interest, your interest in this subject, and scoring pattern, and also, very importantly, availability of study material and the guidance. Friends, many a times, the candidates are selecting optional papers which they love and they like it immensely. But for some reason, either the guidance is not available, not enough coaches and not enough teachers and instructors are available in that particular discipline, but enough material is also not available. This particular issue also arises sometimes in case of some students who are attempting their civil services examination in a regional language or a Hindi for that matter. Comparatively, my assessment is the best possible material is available in the English language. However, I am not trying to persuade you to attempt civil services examination only in Hindi language or any other language, or insisting that you should attempt only in English. So I would like to use this refrain here that that's not my intention. Please choose a subject which you are fond of or you're comfortable with, and ideally, if you have studied it in your BA or BSc or whatever degree you've taken. Friends, interview is the last stage, as I said. The interview is more about how than about what. Now, it is about assessing your personality traits, your clarity of expression, your logical exposition, your balance of judgment, and leadership abilities rather than just your knowledge. For sake of better comprehension, I would like to reiterate it. The interview is more about how than about what. And it is about assessing your personality traits, your clarity of expression, logical exposition, balance of judgment, and leadership abilities, rather than just your knowledge. Friends, strategy is the most important part as far as the preparation of the civil services is concerned. I would advise you to understand the syllabus very thoroughly and make a realistic and a flexible study plan. You must develop a habit of reading newspapers daily and integrate current affairs and with every subject. Friends, there are two parts of your syllabus. One part is, as you know, static. The static is basically more concept based. For instance, if we take the example of polity, the static portion consists of parliamentary democracy, the election of the president, the powers of the president, the powers and election of the governor, those kind of things. But you must connect it to the current issues pertaining to all these static aspects. For instance, if you are studying the appointment and powers of governor, then you must look for all the current information which is available in the daily newspapers about various issues pertaining to the functioning of the institution of governors. For instance, one very prominent issue which is being discussed in all newspapers, and that is in view of the Supreme Court has taken the cognizance of Kerala government's petition before the Supreme Court that certain bills which were submitted to the governor, lot of time has lapsed, but the governor's assent has not been received in those bills, and those bills have been referred to the President of India. Now, Supreme Court has made certain observations. Friends, when you have to answer the questions in your general studies, the polity and the governance section, please expect some questions will be asked from the issues which are current. For instance, this particular thing, that is there a time limit for the governor to give assent to a bill if the bill is placed before governor? Now, these kind of questions and some questions related to these kind of aspects may be asked in the prelims which you are going to give in 2024, because the issue is current. Friends, similarly, in environment and ecology, the issues like El Nino, La Nina, the climate change, and whatever international conferences are taking place, the G20, what were the issues pertaining to environment which was raised during the meeting. So, static part and whatever is current pertaining to that static part, you must prepare thoroughly, keep track of it. Friends, I would advise you to, although it's a good idea to go through your compendiums of the current affairs which you receive at the end of the month, but I would not advise you not to read the newspaper on a daily basis. here is the thing, if the current affairs by definition are supposed to be current, if you are not current with whatever is happening on a day-to-day basis, then at the end of the month, there will be so much of accumulation of information that you will not be able to process it. If you keep doing it in a piecemeal manner on a daily basis, then you will be able to cover these issues effectively. That's my sincere advice to you. Okay, so this was the coverage as far as the vast landscape of the UPSC examination pattern is concerned and syllabus. Remember that understanding the syllabus is just the beginning. I would advise you to approach your preparation in a systematic manner. And integrated learning, you must integrate your learning with the current affairs and practice in a consistent manner. You must keep pushing your limits, and success will be within your reach. Friends, if you found this video helpful, please like and share and subscribe for more such insightful video contents. And we have many more informative videos coming up, so stay tuned. If you have any questions or specific topics you want us to cover, please don't hesitate to drop a comment below, and keep learning and stay motivated. Now, shall we take some questions now? You can send me the questions. Let's have a questions. Just a minute. Any questions? Friends, once more, I would like to remind you that Super Coaching is bringing a very special session on Budget 2024 tomorrow on 1st February, 7 p.m. And it will be very useful. The participants will be myself, Ravi Kapoor, and your economics, our economics faculty, very, very competent and very capable economics faculty, Nanki. And the discussion will throw up a lot of issues and questions which will be relevant from the civil services point of view. Okay? I can't see the chat. Just a minute. Okay. So we come to an end. Thank you very much.